I'm Becca Fong with Seattle Public Utilities. We're here at the Union Pacific Argo Yard. This is where all of the city of Seattle's municipal solid waste goes out 5 days a week on rail cars. When you think about your garbage, you think about the packer truck coming to take it away, and that's it. Where it goes after that is to Seattle's transfer station. It gets compacted into these containers, loaded onto these rigs, transferred here, then put on the train to Arlington, Oregon. This is part of how we sustainably handle Seattle's municipal solid waste.
The City of Seattle sends all of their municipal solid waste to us here in Arlington. My name's Alan Anderson. I'm the Senior District Manager of Columbia Ridge Landfill. For the City of Seattle, rail provides the most economical means of transporting the waste and the smallest carbon footprint. We operate a rail system here in Arlington. We bring trucks off the rail. We bring the waste up to the landfill. And then what you're seeing is actually the tipping of the waste into the landfill. You'll see a dozer taking the waste away from the tipper, and then the compactors are actually taking the waste, smoothing it out, and compacting it at the same time.
All right, where do you want this?
Ooh, pizza!
I know that guy.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
There's a veggie, egg, bacon, and pineapple, and a pepperoni first. Hey, you guys, please don't throw these in the garbage. We can rinse these and use them again. So, thank you. Okay, let's clean some stuff up. These are so big, I'm just gonna throw them in the trash.
No, you can fold them up, put them in the compost bin. Here, look. That can go in the garbage. Yeah, then take those things out.
Stay on.
There.
Okay.
All right.
One of the questions I get a lot is how long does it actually take for a pizza box, for example, to become compost? So I'm Ken Snipes, Deputy Director of Seattle Public Utilities, and we're here today at Lens Enterprises, one of the companies that processes organics or green waste and food waste materials into compost for us. Right behind me, you see a load of material that has come from Seattle. So this is about 25 tons of green waste or organics material that we brought in here. On a slow day, we'd probably bring 9 to 10 truckloads of this material here.
We're a family business. We've been operating here since 1976, processing organics and producing soil mixes. We're taking what was once considered waste and we're producing a valuable product for the yard for either growing vegetables, ornamental flowers, simple landscape beautification.
So Jason, what are we looking at here?
We're looking at a finished compost that's been unscreened.
What's this?
That's some plastic, that's some film plastic. That is a food package, but it's not food waste.
Right, absolutely. It's one of those things we're gonna have to work really hard to make sure that this doesn't go in there so you guys can spend more energy to make the great compost and not have to pick this stuff out.
So here we are at our finished fine compost pile. And this is run through a series of screens to remove any of the light film plastics.
And so how long does it take to get from where we saw it come in to here?
We're looking at about 120 to 150 days.
Wow. That's amazing that that truckload of food waste and compostables that came in turns into this in less than 6 months. The better job we do of getting you the right materials, no plastics or no metals, making sure that it's everything that can actually be broken down, the faster we're gonna get this quality product. And I can just imagine putting it right into my garden and then it just gets absorbed into the food and we do it all over again.
Thank you.
More plates.
All right.
Thank you.
Do your thing.
Oh, plastic and compost.
Look at all the spoons and forks.
And then like there's this giant pile of stuff.
Yeah, this is the large debris. I don't know how a gutter gets
Like
in there.
how does the roof gutter get in there? Or the entire all-clad saucepan?
Not sure.
And then these always kind of crack me up, like the rakes, right? Yard work, not yard waste. I can see how some of it ends up here, like the forks and some of the things that at least had food in them. But I also look at so much of this. I mean, like, we have a place for these. It's not in the green cart, but it's in the blue cart, where it can really be reused into something else. One of the great things about living in Seattle is that it's a national leader in waste diversion, in finding new and innovative ways to live lighter on the land, to be environmentally sensitive and forward thinking. What's really great about it is that each of us gets to make that decision every day. When we choose, what we buy, if that's recyclable, if it's made from recycled materials, if it can be composted, each of those decisions allows us to each have a positive impact every day with the way that we live and the choices that we make. This is all the recyclables you guys pulled out of the garbage?
Yes, this is recycling that our guys screened and noticed that it was in the mainstream garbage and put it in the appropriate recycling areas so that these things can be recycled.
So this came out of the packers, which means this came from people's houses. This is residential garbage.
Exactly, this is all residential garbage.
It's free to recycle these things, right? So if you throw it away, you're paying for it. If you're recycling it, you're not having to pay for it.
Exactly.
We buy a lot more stuff by mail nowadays, right? So people are getting boxes like this all the time. I mean, I get a lot of stuff in the mail too. It takes up a lot of room like this in their garbage can, which is expensive. The garbage is the most expensive thing most expensive service. And it's like that would have made it flat and you could have just stuffed it right into your cart.
Right into your recycle.
Right?
Yeah.
And that would have been free. Every single item here, somebody chose to put it in the garbage.
Exactly.
Recycling and composting and choosing to send less things to the landfill and live a little bit lighter on the earth is just part of what Seattle does. It's what makes it a great place to live. We have a really big impact on the world around us, and recycling and composting, it allows us to have a little less of an impact. It allows us to have an investment into the future.